shit up for us or what, bro? Yeah, let's get it. Ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I want dangerous, homie.
Welcome back to Spark That Talk. It's your boy Jones.
And your boy Deeni, aka J Lotta.
Yeah, we sparking convos about shit that matters. Today we on episode 15.
15, Gainsay.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
We moving right along, knocking them out left and right.
Yes, sir.
But today we got a special guest sitting with us.
Yup.
His name is Kendall Irvin.
Yup. Went through.
Right. And sometimes you gotta take a step back and see, what kind of work you put into you to really appreciate it. Because, looking at me like you saw me day one, you would never know that.
Yeah.
I struggled like that.
Right. And I think sometimes that's the greatest thing, man. Like how they always say the first impression is your last impression. That first impression on him was like, damn, he out here skating. But he don't know nothing about your story.
Mm-hmm.
So really the past can make us, but it can also break us. But for a story like that, or for you to got to that point, it obviously didn't break you, it just made you stronger. And that's a dope story, bro.
Right.
But so let's move forward, bro. Because once Deeni brought you to my attention, he was talking about a charity type of thing that you're doing for the community. Can you touch on that for us, the name of the project, and basically what inspired you to do something like this?
Yeah, so I want to do Backpack for Kids. I want to do it in Inglewood, in my community.
Okay.
With that
Shout out to the Wood.
Shout out.
Yeah.
So I want to gather $2,500 through a donation exchange. I'm making shirts to help with that process.
Okay.
And the $2,500 will help me get 100 book bags filled with school supplies to give to some kids that's in that Inglewood community. I did this. I tell you, I went to church on Easter Sunday,
right?
And they was preaching. I don't normally go to this church. I was just invited, but they was preaching that they was helping people like way across overseas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you gotta get a passport to go see.
Yeah.
Money at work. And I was just like, what? You got people in South Central that need help.
Right. I mean, we see it all the time. I mean, you see like the infomercials coming on the screen, send your money 5,000 miles away, and it's like you don't even,
I got homeless in my backyard right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got people like in our community really struggling. Like, I understand you showing me these sad photos and shit, but how about the real pictures of people around the corner from or in your backyard, out your front door? Like, let's talk about that shit. That's why Spark That Talk is here, to talk about what's going on in our community, so that we can figure a way to tackle the situation, find more people who's getting involved with the streets, because that shit is important, bro. Like, it's crazy.
And so, that fueled a lot of motivation to start that. And, I've always been a fan of LeBron James, and, he breaks all these records in the NBA.
Yeah.
And, he dedicates his time and efforts to develop the school, all that I promised.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to that. He did open the school, though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So, my goal with this Backpack for Kids is just to be able to inspire some people in my community that don't really feel like they have those role models. Because most of the role models is either on the TV screen, they got a script, or they're a professional athlete. So, I feel like if they could see just a normal person being the best that they could be, hopefully it'll rub off on them and they want to be the best.
So these backpacks, are they specifically for a group like elementary kids, or does it stem from pre-K to like straight high school or something? Or
yeah, it'd be dope if it could be for the elementary kids, especially for third grade, because that's the moment that I was in when I was in the hospital.
Okay.
A lot of students wrote get well soon cards for me.
That's what's up.
So I kind of want to give back to that moment, especially specifically. And I'm more so catered towards the elementary kids, because that's where a lot of my inspiration starts, and kind of where I draw from looking back at a moment and need some strength. That's usually where I go from. So.
That's what's up, because we actually had an episode way back when we was talking about being parents, because we both got kids now, right?
Absolutely.
And we talking about like teaching them a trait or teaching them something, because sometimes school is not for everybody.
Right.
But I like the aspect that you coming from, that, yo, what if there ain't no parents in some of these kids' homes?
Right.
Someone that's not available to teach them something.
Right.
You know, so you bringing that backpacks for kids is going to really help develop them that, yo, school is important.
Exactly.
Someone does care.
Exactly.
Right? And it's not like, oh, I just got to refer back to the hood and start gangbanging doing these things because I think these people care for me. Nah, there's really good people out there, such as yourself, such as us, doing Spark That Talk, trying to spark stuff that matters, trying to reach out to those kids, trying to reach out to those people who do have an ear and learn and understand and know that, yo, there's people like us out there
Right.
that really looking out for you,
Right.
really want you to do well.
Right.
But I know there's a low point in your life as well, Irv, right? I mean, when we was in South Dakota, like I'm over here graduating, right? I'm over here graduating, but then I don't see you at school no more,
Yeah.
right? You're a year younger than me, and I'm like, yo, everybody, even on the football squad, like, what happened to Irv,
Yeah.
right? Like, what happened to Irv? If you could you touch on, like, kind of that low point and what kind of actually lifted you up from that and made you the man you are today?
Yeah. So that was a real dark moment when I went up to South Dakota because I ain't know much about South Dakota. I just went up there for football, and I started playing football. And I was, before this, I was a real good student. I was able to pass my classes, no problem. But I got up there and some of the classes was kind of hard.
Crazy.
And
It's like for real, huh? It's university now, huh?
It's like for real.
Ain't no JUCO, baby.
JUCO is the real. So I was up there and I was low-key kind of struggling with my classes. And I played through the season and I did well, but the coaches kept scratching their head on me because I don't know, they didn't figure me out. But I tore my shoulder and I needed surgery. And now the coaches, they wanted me to get surgery from their team doctor.
Right.
And the team doctor, he looked at my shoulder and he was like, yeah, your shoulder really messed up. You need this surgery, but I ain't most comfortable to do this surgery. Maybe you should go somewhere else and get another recommendation. So he didn't have that confidence to do the surgery. And I'm like, what? Let me call my mom. I called her up and she was like, yeah, no trip. I'm gonna find somebody for you.
Right.
So she found the team doctor for the Nuggets. And he specialized in the surgery that I needed. And the surgery was called lateral J. It originated like a little while ago, but he went out to Italy to study the surgery with like the son of the doctor who originated the surgery. So he had like all the confidence.
So this the doctor from the Denver Nuggets. Okay.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Say no
You better
more.
know how to use them scouts. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Exactly.
Get busy. You know what I mean?
So I got that surgery, and I remember when I was texting the coaches in South Dakota, like, yeah, I got it all lined up. Got the coach with surgery. Like all the responses I got was like real cold. Like they wasn't all business. Like they were like, oh, I'm happy for you, or
Right.
Can't wait to see you or anything like that. And I was just like, damn, whatever. So I go back out to South Dakota. I'm still in the sling. All the messages I get still kind of cold. I get a message that like, yeah, we want to see you in the office. And so I go in the office. I'm still in the sling. I got Coach Collins and the other black coach sitting in there with me, and it was real cold. He pulled his folder out, and he was struggling to make eye contact with me. He was always like, he was just like, yeah, with you being hurt, and with us going this direction with the team, we're gonna have to pull your scholarship, and you can get it back next year. And he gave me two options. He said, you can come to these practices and all these meetings, no scholarship, but I'm not going to tolerate you being late or anything. Or you cannot come in and get a job, and I won't hold it against you. And like I said, you told me.
Right, like what kind of ultimatum is that?
Right.
That's a sad situation to hear because it's like you said, the team doctor, he act like he didn't want to approach the situation. For whatever reasons he had, he could have did what you was doing, reaching out to other doctors. He could have literally reached out to some other doctors in the area who knew what they was doing, bro. Like he didn't just have to stop right there and say I can't do it. Like that just sounded like he wasn't even giving a fuck. To be honest,
Right. Like,
if you want to keep it simple.
Yeah. I'm thankful that he told me that, he didn't have the confidence to do it. Because if I did lay under his surgery and had to get another surgery,
oh, that would be terrible. I think that's kind of like what's going on with Durant right now, right? His injury shit, how he got injured in the finals or whatever. I guess there was like
he's leaning towards different teams now that he
right. I don't know if he was confident in the team doctors because they just let his ass go out there and play.
Mm-hmm.
And now look, as soon as he went back out there, he got finessed. Now he out a whole year.
Yeah.
And this was the season he was either going, I think, either move teams or whatever he wanted to do. But now look, to the community in the NBA, he still might be goods, but a whole year and give him a max contract, and he said no, they're gonna look at that shit kind of sideways.
Right. And you see what Kawhi did when he didn't trust his team doctor.
He bounced.
Yeah. For real.
Exactly.
He bounced and then got a ring.
Exactly.
And now my man can choose wherever he wants to go.
Exactly.
And sometimes, it's just maybe that's another blessing in disguise to not have to deal with that kind of shit. Because in reality, if somebody don't want to back you and really support you, then what am I doing here? It's like you wasting my time and your time. I don't want to have no false hopes about nothing. Like, this is my life. I only got so many years and days to live. I don't know if I'm gonna live tomorrow. So it's like I can't be sitting here playing with you, telling me sit around a year coming to the practice and shit for what?
Which is
so
funny.
Next season you tell me nigga I ain't playing still?
Which is funny because I feel like the coaches didn't understand like this ain't no regular Midwest kid where they gonna be like yep all right coach I'm gonna stay back and I'm gonna do other things. You feel me? Like we from out here.
Right.
We from SoCal, like we from hoods, bro. Like you gonna give me that ultimatum, I'm gonna be like deuces. And so then like that's when I was like, yo, then I guess now I know and now I understand. That's when Irv fell off the face of South Dakota. We never heard from him ever again. Was you in a dark place?
I was in a dark place.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't never thought I'd call the suicide hotline just to chit chat with somebody.
Yeah.
I thought I would kill myself, but just to talk to somebody.
Well, I'm glad you made that call then, bro, because I'm pretty sure something like that could take you out of your element because we've all been in other states living before. And when you there by yourself and don't really got nobody to run to, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know which way to turn to run because I drive trucks for a living. So when I first started, I was out here all 48 states, solo dolo. Like, anything can happen anywhere, and it's just me, bro. Like, some shit pop off, it's just me. So I can understand your situation being in that state by yourself trying to pursue something and you got motherfuckers around you really not in your best interest. Like you said, it's just a business transaction. They gave you a scholarship, now you gotta follow these guidelines or we gonna slice your throat. Like, and we all know that football versus basketball injuries is different. You see it in the NFL, NBA. NFL, you get injured, say you just got picked up free agent, fresh out of college, whatever, you get injured on preseason, your whole career's over. In the blink of an eye, you done dropped out of college already to pursue this, and now you got sliced in the NFL. It's like, what do you do next? It's a crazy situation, bro.
You said you was in a very dark place. Like you said suicide. That's something I can never fathom, bro. And I'm glad you actually wanted to talk about something like that and how crazy and how deep you were.
Right.
But with all that, it's still been a couple years since you actually did something and want to make a name for yourself. What helped you? Because you can't just say, "Oh, I woke up motivated." You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to slice my throat or hang myself, and I woke up like, "Yo, Jesus is in me." Because sometimes that doesn't happen.
Right.
We want to know, like, yo, what really happened to get you motivated to get up off your ass and do something for yourself? Yeah.
Right. So, shortly after I lost my scholarship, I was on a real dark spot, but I kept praying. I started asking for things. I didn't have anything, and my parents got answered. I started getting jobs. I ended up getting 3 jobs. I worked at FedEx, and early in the morning, I worked at Toys R Us, and then I was the mascot for the school. It was like a slap.
It was, yeah.
That was a slap in the face because guys would be like, "Oh, you gonna push me away, but I'm still be riding with the team."
Oh, I done forgot you was the mascot, bro.
Some jobs and shit like that while you were still there.
Yeah, I picked up some jobs. I took a loan, and I was like, I wasn't gonna quit because quitting not in me. And I picked up all those jobs, had my loan, you know, laughing in the locker room, taking it and I remember I was always going to the meetings, like, cause like that was my job. I would always message the coaches. I would always show up for a one-on-one meeting with them to try to get my scholarship back. And you know, first they was acting like they wasn't hearing me, but I kept showing up, kept doing my work, and then towards the end of the following year that I was hurt, they was talking about giving me my scholarship back. But what had happened was my dad had this tumor in his brain, and he kept getting these seizures. And like he had a real bad seizure, and he needed surgery on his shoulder. He messed up his shoulder too, and he needed surgery on his tumor. So that was like my call home. Like, even though I was working as hard as I could, you know, you can't really work that great if your family is great. So,
for sure.
I couldn't even work 3 jobs and handle school. You did that though. You feel me? Like that's.
Yeah, you saying a lot right now, bro, because we talked about that before on previous episode about working and going to school. Like, how do you really fucking have time for anything? You know what I mean?
I think football really prepared me for that.
That's dope. And the fact that you're willing to sacrifice, now that's a hell of a sacrifice to say, I've been out here chasing my dreams, busting my ass, doing shit I know I don't really want to do. But the fact that my family is back at home and shit is fucked up, I gotta bounce.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So hard.
And I know to this day, you know, I hope everything good with your pops to this day. You good?
Yeah, he good.
Well, I guarantee you, he gotta be looking at you like a bigger man for doing some shit like that.
I hope so.
Well, I hope so too, my nigga, because trust me, bro. If I bust a move like that and I'm out here doing what I gotta do to come back to make sure that you good, you better have something to say to me. You know what I'm saying?
I guess reeling it back to, is that what got you out of your sunken place, was staying busy?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? The 3 jobs and school was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, you know, I got a hard time being social, which is weird. Like, you know, I don't mind being social, but, like, I feel like it's crazy going back to saying that I died at 8 years old. I had this psychic reader say that part of you stays at 8 years old. So sometimes when I'm socializing with people, I feel like that little kid. I'm just in a big ass body. But so when I lost the scholarship and I couldn't really socialize with the football team, I was like, damn, what am I gonna figure it?
Yeah, they're my brothers, you feel me? They're my peeps. Like,
Right.
and you already know South Dakota, bruh. South Dakota, if you ain't, let me tell you this, brother. The football team, I say, besides the basketball team, football team was the only thing that had flavor out in South Dakota. You see dudes from Florida, Texas, Cali, black dudes. That's it. It was black and white dudes. I was the only Samoan. Oh, me, there's 2 of us. But we was all from Cali. So it didn't matter. So we all vibe with each other. Because we all came to be different hoods, but, you know, we all came from the same struggle. So you can vibe with somebody and understand somebody. But then I understand what you're saying when you get put in a position where you can't even vibe with us, because it's like, yo, we doing our own thing to better ourselves on the football squad, because you're not really on the football team. It could really put you down.
Yeah.
That's crazy for that to be an outlet, because, you know, sometimes that's all somebody got, and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Especially for these kids in high school and shit, pursuing these dreams to go to college, to the league. Like, we talk about that all the time. Like, that's why you see sometimes these young dudes, if the team loses them, then they sometimes get lost in the sauce out here in the streets. Like, you see it every season. Like, 9th grade start, they want to play ball. Here come 10th grade, half of these little niggas done fell off. Now they banging. Or now they got lost in the sauce, got locked up, some stupid shit, because the team lost them.
Right.
They went in at first like, damn, this is all I got, my nigga. Like, you don't even understand. The household fucked up. Shit is all bad, but when I'm here playing, I feel at home. And I think, especially in our community, I think the coaches, they need to do a better job at understanding that fact. Like, they need to, I understand we here to win games and shit, but tap into each player and really see what the fuck is going on with them, because every little dude got their own issues, bro. That they not gonna tell their homies what they going through, but they might sit and talk with you, get personal, but they homies, they just the homies. Unless them niggas is like they day ones, know where they live, they mama, they dad, they only know what they show them in school. Because we all done did that, bro.
It's easy to say that, though, but remember on other podcasts where we say college sports was. It was a business.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So not everybody gonna be
he's showing us right now.
Yeah, he's selling us right now, right? So
shit, the doctor wanna wild out. Like I don't even know the nigga,
but like what Jones said was, these dudes, once something get taken away from them that they really love, bam, you jumping right back into the hood. And you want to do something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You on the other hand,
gonna accept you no matter
exactly,
what, even though
exactly.
this could be the worst decision you make in your life. See, what I've learned growing up, now that I'm older, the hood gonna always be the hood, cause you still see some niggas till this day still there doing the same shit. So it's like when you young and impressionable, you like, damn, that shit cool. But now that you 10 years older, and you see niggas that was 10 years older than you at that time still there today, it's almost like a slap in the face. Like, what the fuck was I thinking, and what the fuck is they teaching niggas out here, bro? Like, it's the wildest situation. Like, the cycle will never stop, because you always gonna have that young nigga, that 14, 15-year-old lost in the sauce, and you got that 30-year-old nigga right there making it look good, and he gonna want to jump right there. And it's every time, bro. It's so sad, but it's just the truth, bro.
But how did you come up off of that then? Like, how did you, you like you said, like Jones said, you go right into these gangs, but you went to work, you did 3 jobs, you went to school, and then tragedy hits with Pops. You had to come back home, but it's like, you come back home, there's still nothing there for you. Right. You feel me? And how did you not jump into, like, the street life?
Right. So, I feel like that street life never been me. Like, even though when I came out here, and, I always had to take the bus and be on the foot. So, when I first got out here, I remember somebody asked me, where you from? And,
right.
I thought that was like a friendly question. I'm like, I'm from Colorado, but I stay down the street.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah. They giving me his old introduction, like, I'm this from this, and I never remember they introduction because it's too long.
Yeah.
Nigga over there getting active.
Yeah, for real. Naming 7 names.
You don't calm your ass down.
They call me whoopty whoopty whoopty, but my friends call me whoopty whoopty whoopty. My family call me. Yeah, I feel you.
The fuck I want face.
Yeah. So, got places to be, homie.
Exactly. And I just never ran with the clique or anything like that. I had a brother that always was in sports, so I would always do what he did, and he stayed active in sports and kind of shied away from the gang culture and everything. But I've always had confrontations with him. I had one recently. I worked at UPS, and it was a night job for me. And I would go to the little corner store. I'd get my little black and mild before I go. I'd be on a Uber or whatever. And this night I'm waiting on a car. And this car comes up to me, and it ain't got no headlights. It's spray painted.
Oh, so they wild.
Yeah, they wild. Like that's
tonight's the night.
Yeah, that mean they booked that, and they want to do some stupid shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So he pulled up on me. He talking about where you from. I'm like, oh no, I ain't even with that. I'm just trying to wait on this Uber right here.
Right.
He's like, nah, fuck that. Get up off this block. You ain't supposed to be here. And I'm like, no, I stay right here.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you must not know your community like that, homie.
I walk this community all the time with my dog. You see me with my dreads. I'm damn near wear the same clothes every day.
Already.
How do you not know?
Right.
But anyway, he came up on me. He was flashing his hands, and I don't know what he was reaching for. And I'm just like, yeah, man, whatever. So this other dude comes from across the street, and he got that same energy. Like, yo, where you from? You ain't supposed to be up here. Get off the block. And I'm like, yo, I'm just waiting on this Uber. It's gonna be in like 3 minutes.
Right.
They like, nah, fuck that. Get from over here. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I just take 10 steps to the side, and I'm like, yeah, all right. But after that, I quit my job at UPS because I'm like, yo, this is so silly to me. If I get popped just for trying to get to work,
for real, man.
Like, it's the silliest shit, but it's the realest shit. Like, a nigga not a coward to protect his life, bro. If you gotta come out of work, nigga, and dealing with fuck shit like that, that's crazy. Like, nigga, like you said, y'all niggas see me over here all the time. Like, this is why I always tell niggas, like, usually if you don't grow up on the block and you end up moving there, or as long as niggas see you often, they giving you a pass of some sort. Because you're not even in the mix. Because I've been in plenty neighborhoods where I moved in, and I know I ain't supposed to be there. But once niggas see, oh, he just coming in, he live here, he working, he moving with his family, these niggas don't give you no static. And that's how it's supposed to be. But when you got these little fuck niggas running around trying to be hard and shit, that's that, like you said, why should I get popped? Cause I'm coming out of work waiting on the Uber, nigga.
Right.
That's
Fuck
funny,
that.
bro. That's like, bro, I'm just thinking about like your next like job interview or something. And interview would be like, so Kendall, I see you had 6 jobs in the past 2 months. What's going on here? You can't hold one? Well, see, I got ran up on 3 of them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
You know what I'm
it's just
saying?
like,
You know that nigga gonna probably look at it crazy, but if that's the reality of LA County, bro.
for real.
LA County, like, I tell niggas, it looks big, and on TV, you know, they glamorize the shit, but you need to live here to understand what's really going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure every person here has been banged on at some point living here, bro. It can be in the weirdest locations where you don't think shit supposed to be popping. You just walking or getting an ice cream cone, nigga. Next thing you know, nigga raised up off that vanilla, nigga.
You over here singing a hymn. You over here singing a hymn. Nigga, where you from? Bruh, Jesus is Lord. You know what I mean? Like, you can't wait an hour? You can't wait for the sermon to be over with? Hey.
Yeah, you know summer here now, so it's already
Oh, you
started.
already know.
All the shenanigans.
Yeah, and it's a lot of tension like around that
Oh
time.
yeah, it's wild right now, bro.
But to bring it back, when you went back to Pops, right? What happened? Like, I guess with you.
Yeah, so for him, it took a long time for him to get his surgery set up. You know, I think he was, on vacation time. He stopped working since then, and I kind of felt like he wanted that. But I'm always trying to inspire people to do better and stuff. Like, hey, look at me, I'm eating right.
Yeah,
I'm working out.
Right, tighten up,
Right.
tighten up.
Right.
So when you came back, that's what you were doing,
that's
just kind
what
of
I was
inspire
doing.
Pops to
Right.
like, yo.
Trying to inspire him, and he wouldn't see it. It was just the craziest thing. Like, you kept doing the same thing. Like, I'm eating this salad or whatnot, and he over there trying to get chicken and beer. I'm like, yo, you about to go through the same thing that you just went through if you don't get it right. And he tried to listen. He tried to figure it out. Once I got on the news for what I did, that's when they started eating. So,
Elaborate on that, please.
That's
if
good
you
though,
can,
bro.
yeah.
At least all the work you've been putting in, it might not have been working, but you never stopped. And now, like you said, they saw you in action on a bigger screen. They like, shit, maybe my nigga really doing something. Let me tighten up. You got to be proud of that at least. You know what I mean?
Right. And just trying not to. So, what you want me to elaborate on? Oh my God.
No. I mean, just like all this is happening to you.
Yeah.
All this, and you still going to church and stuff. Was that what you was doing when you came home? And
So, church, my relationship with that is I don't go every week, but if I ever get invited, then I feel like that's a sign for me to go. So, whenever I do get invited, I go. I keep a prayer book with me. It's in my little bag. I got my Bible at the house. And, I just feel like my relationship with the Lord is more personal than having to always put on your Sunday's best and smile at people.
so you still carry that faith after all the tragedy that's happened to you.
Got to.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So
got
that's so what I'm trying to get at is because of your faith, and I don't want to get all scriptorial right now and all crazy, but it brings me to the story of Job. The book of Job in the Bible, where Job got everything taken from him. You feel me? It was like God testing him. Everything was taken from him, but at the very end, he was blessed tenfold. Feel me? Man, he was blessed tenfold, and it just kind of brings me back to Kendall. Like, yo, stuff was taken from you, out of your control, but because of your faith and all that, and you just pursuing and just keeping a smile on your face and doing what you got to do, you got this interview on Fox. Right? And Fox is a big company. It ain't
For sure.
It ain't crazy, but like. If you could elaborate on that is what I'm trying to say, on why you got that and how you got that and what it was about.
Right. So, I just said the Lord works in mysterious ways. I had a client that I was training. She invited me to church. I went to the church with her. Started kind of telling people what I was doing. And if somebody heard what I was doing, they liked it. And they told the people on Fox what I was doing. They called me up like the night before saying, somebody just canceled, but we got a spot for you.
Dope.
All right. Cool.
Hey, slide him our number. Hey, Fox, spark that talk home, bro.
Man,
That's what's up, man.
Really though.
that's solid.
It's solid. And she asked me a few questions on the phone, and I went there, and again, it was all black people. I think the dopest thing about it is, I'm from Colorado.
Right.
If I made the news in California, bro.
Oh yeah, you won.
Man, you already on, baby boy.
You won.
That's the big dream, and the fact that it's out there that I really want to do what I said I'm doing. I don't need no script. I didn't have to think of things to say.
Right.
It was all within, and being able to do that on that platform and let people know that I was serious about doing it, and not just coming from my little camera phone saying that I'm
Yeah.
I thought that meant a lot. Especially seeing like the comments and people saying who liked it, people from way back that I never really knew started liking it and all that.
I think that when you genuine about something, and like how we were speaking earlier, it ain't about the money. You out here pushing an agenda, and now look what happened. You on Fox. Fox about to reach millions of people, however you want to put it.
Right.
Man, that shit tripping out, bro.
That's crazy. So not only
sure.
Not only are you on TV, right, doing this good thing for backpacks for kids, but you're also trying to break records.
Yeah.
I know about your speed. I knew about your speed.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Everybody in South Dakota knew about the Irvin speed.
Mm-hmm.
Little did we know about your jumping capabilities, bro. Like, what's up with that? Like, what's your vert right now, I guess?
So, like my standing vert, like the one that everybody be looking at, that's just like 39 and a half. That was when I best tested it. I never really tested it like.
So it's like you look at this red line, some shit like this, just slide up on them, huh?
Just slide up straight leg, right? So,
But if you're running, what is it, like a 40?
probably like
4?
probably 45, 46. It's probably up there. I really want to test it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
We about to take the camera after this interview, and actually, you gonna jump over my car.
I jump on the car to do something.
You can run the 40.
I'm down, bro. I'm down. But I mean.
So that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen then. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight up. I mean, that's a solid jump. So you dunked it on dudes for sure.
Yeah, just dunk
That's
around.
Easy.
Drop that shot.
Get out
So
the
you-
way, nigga.
Unfortunately, bruh. How about you jump over Jones with me on his shoulders? I ain't trying to get no nuts in my face though.
Nah, fully beat. That's
You
crazy.
feel me? I ain't trying to be that guy. Be a meme.
That's solid though. So you basically got in the Guinness Book of World Records acknowledged what you had did, right?
Yeah, so they disqualified my attempt. So I've
Okay.
been chasing this thing for the longest, and like all of it coming together. I appreciate the vision that I got for trying to put it. When I got the job at there 3 years ago.
This Crunch Fitness?
Yeah, at Crunch
Okay.
Fitness. I signed up for a whole bunch of Guinness Book World Records.
Okay.
The first one I wanted was the highest standard jump with no bag. Now that one set at 63.5 inches, and this dude named Evan Unger got it. And he a white boy in Canada. Flying.
Wow. Remember what they say, white boys can't jump, but that's a lie, I guess.
Right,
He's sliding out the roof.
This not the dude. This not the dude doing these 360 dunks in the NBA. Like where he. Man, he was on. Was he the one on these commercials? And with the crazy hair, colored hair.
Jordan Kilgannon.
Yes.
That's another white.
Oh
boy.
yeah, the
Oh,
dunk
so that's not the dude you talking about.
Justin, like, just
This dude bruh, no, I just saw this dude. I just saw the dude that you're talking about. He got a 49 and a half, right?
Yeah.
Vert, but running vert. 49 and a half, bro. You know the little things that you tap to see your vert? He only had one left to tap. He a white boy.
He put it up all the way.
Does he hold any records?
Wow.
He holds the record for the highest running boxing jump.
No, are you trying to break that record?
Hell no.
Oh, okay, so you know.
This
So your knees ain't that good.
He got that up there. Maybe if I try it, he got that up to like 6 foot something.
That's crazy.
Okay, but let's reel it back to you
Yeah.
because we're not even interviewing him.
Yeah, not even
Hold on. So he can jump 6 feet high.
on the run.
Just-
How tall are you, Jones?
Ain't
I'm
that
6'1", nigga.
he can stand on it.
Damn.
He can
He
stand
put
on
his tippy toes right on top of your fresh cut hair, bro. Right on your lineup and smear that. Bruh, that's crazy. For me to do that, I'm gonna have to jump on your knee, jump on your shoulder, and then on top of your head. You feel me?
If somebody run across me and try to clear me, bro, I'm going home. Man.
Standing. You feel me?
That's it.
That's second coming.
He embarrassing everybody on the court.
On the reals, and you know what's even more embarrassing if we always got this stereotype, because I jump, people look at it like, oh, black people jump high all the time.
Right.
I'm like, look through this damn Guinness Book of World Records. You know,
Ain't no black people in there.
No, but
Dang.
basically, so what I'm hearing is that you actually been pursuing different type of records.
Yep.
So the one that I was seeing on Instagram recently, explain a little more about that one.
Yeah. So that one is with the bag on. Like I've been trying to do the one with the bag without the bag.
What do you mean by bag? Like, well, how heavy is the bag supposed to be?
40 pounds. So they got one. The highest standard jump carrying a 40-pound pack. Highest standard jump carrying a 60-pound pack, all the way up to 100. And then they got the same ones doing it one leg.
Okay.
So I've been trying to do the one with no bag for the longest. Like that's the main one I want. That's the one that's gonna set me off, right? But you know I couldn't get it
Because that's more realistic.
Yeah, that's the one that I want to show off. Like, look, I'm the highest jumper in the world. You can't knock that.
Right, that's in the books.
Right. So, but I couldn't do it, and I looked for another record. They had the record with the 40-pound bag on, and I was like, shit, I might as well, get that one. I put the bag on and realized I could do it, and then I didn't want it to be all about me. Like, hey, look at me jump, right? So I felt like I wanted to do it for a good cause, and I put the bag on. I'm always drawing cartoon logos, and then it just hit me to do something like Backpack for Kids since I have it on. So I Googled it and I found Backpack for Kids, and they was doing their organization in like somewhere in the East Coast. It wasn't local. I was like, damn, right. So I was like, I could probably take advantage and just do it myself and make sure that it gets to the kids here instead of me raising $2,500 to give for some kids in Wisconsin.
Damn, that's a dope concept on how you brought it around.
That's dope though, man. So
what happened?
with the cartoon alone, I see on the shirt, on the jacket here. So that's just a cartoon character of itself.
Yeah.
So give us a little more information about the logo and why you chose the cartoon look.
So, cartoons hold a real deep spot in my heart. Going back to when I was 8 years old, coming out of that coma, first thing I asked my mom to do was turn on Cartoon Network.
Okay. That's
something.
when it was actually pretty good. You know
Really
what I'm
good.
saying? I don't know what's on there these days, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. And that was way back when, and my favorite cartoon at the time was Johnny Bravo.
Okay.
He was always on in that pictures.
Yeah.
Kind of had a bad look. Had that look, huh?
That his hair lit. Yeah, he was lit.
Okay. So the first cartoon I had drawn was one that looked just like Johnny Bravo. Had the facial expressions and but he had dread.
Okay.
And I just updated this one. It's like cartoons. I'll give you a secret. If you seen Kanye West's album cover, he do jumping.
Yeah. Yep.
All the inspiration.
Out in space?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what inspired it. Okay.
Yeah, cartoons is big, and plus I know kids like to look at cartoons. And plus if I'm posting something on Instagram, how many times have you seen somebody flexing, but you don't see like them trying to inspire somebody with cartoons?
For sure.
Yeah,
True that.
That's a dope concept, bro. Pretty much from what I'm getting from all this is that you went through your trials and tribulations as a kid. You became an adult dealing with certain shit. But through all of this, you decide, let me get back to the kids because this is where your start comes.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to have went through so much shit at 8 years old and get to of age and still dealing with shit but overcoming it, I think it's dope that you're reaching back to the community in this way because so many kids are without. And, these teachers are already at their wits' end at these schools, bro. So that's why they're having all these protests and shit because the teachers are left to basically provide for the kids too at the schools. For supplies, for pencils, pens, notebooks, shit like that because half these kids ain't coming with it. And the school not going to provide it for them. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a great initiative that you got going on. And So explain that again. So you need to raise $2,500, or you already have it.
Ooh, shit, I wish I already had $25, but I need to raise $2,500. And
So if you don't mind us asking, where are you at to this day on that mission?
$0. Loud as hell.
It's all good, my nigga. That's why we talking about it now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who listen to Spark That Talk, they gonna hear this right now.
Right.
A backpack for kids. Like, say whoever's listening, tuning in right now, how can they reach out to you to donate for this cause?
Right. So I've been preaching it for a while, trying to get some momentum, and get that confidence to make that page. I need to make a GoFundMe page. Right?
So reach out, and like always, man, it's your boy Jones.
And your boy Deeni.
We'll holler at y'all next time.
Yeah.